The most important track on J. Cole's KOD for me being Friends with the Kill Edward feature the second times it is presented in the album. KOD, J. Cole's fifth studio album, the 12-track album, and releasing all the way back in 2018. The title being KOD, Kids on Drugs, King Overdose, Kill Our Demons, has a lot to do with addiction. Has a lot to do with, of course, what our demons, our drugs, overdosing, so on and so forth. And one thing that stands out to me about KOD is the fact that we get a feature for the first time in a good bit from J. Cole, Kill Edward, his alter ego. And one reason I believe Friends, the second time we see Kill Edward, being the most important track on the album, I believe it captures the essence of what this album is in its most complete package. It's very integral to the understanding of the album in itself for everything I've mentioned already, starting off with the intro, cop another bag and smoke today, throughout the use of repetition, J. Cole hammering down the fact that it's just like, hey, this is a habit, this is something we're continuing to go on, copping another bag, smoking today, so it speaks for itself. Now, Kill Edward going along with I Got Thoughts Can't Control, Got Me Down, Got Me Low, and basically the addiction taking over and not being able to truly shake it off. J. Cole on this track also talks about all the negative emotions that come with addiction. And, I love the way this is open-ended to where anybody, depending on their addiction, could relate to it. J. Cole going as far as to say, I'm aggravated without it. My saddest days are without it. My Saturdays are the loudest. Loving the wordplay with that as well. I'm just gotta say, we gotta love the wordplay. I'm blowing strong. Some niggas graduated to powder. I dabble later. Talk about narcotics, and then of course repeating that same saddest days and just the negative connotation related to all of this. And whenever J. Cole starts to break down the aspect of addiction, I love that he slowly, just like, hey, let's focus on the word addiction. Listen to what I'm about to say. And then of course going on to say whether we're blaming it on the prescription, the lack of ambition, on the way individuals have been conditioned, the way the system is in place, the way these neighborhoods aren't really sustainable to the person that's growing up, whether it's the lack of a father figure. We're just getting multiple examples, multiple scenarios, multiple situations where addiction can creep up on you and ultimately cause you to more so be addicted, to not be able to fully live without the drug of choice. Now, of course, we get themes of trauma, drama, therapy, the lack of community, and pills, of course, that's been on the rise, continuing to be on the rise, anxiety, depression, and all of this tying in with the hook towards the end being meditate, don't medicate. And all this wrapped up together, it's just beautiful because it doesn't feel too preachy. It doesn't get to a point where it's just like, at least for me, it's like, oh man, we got an essay being read to us. It's mellow, not too melodic. It is a bit slow. The instrumental is minimalistic, but I feel the message is highlighted very well. And some of the minimal wordplay that we get here is enough to where it keeps it flowing nice. It keeps it going till we get to the point of meditation being the key way to overcome some of these things. And somebody right now could be listening to this and just like, meditate. I've tried the meditation thing. I'd be lying if I said, yeah, meditate. Like, I've meditated to the point where I do it consistently and it cures everything. But being able to wrap all of this up with something that J. Cole has practiced himself, being meditation, is a nice wrap up. I believe Friends with J. Cole should have been the last track of KOD. This should have been the outro. Of course, I don't want to get too much into intro to 1985, but I felt like something else, like a different part of a project.